In today's video, I am going to be sharing my payday routine for my bi-weekly paycheck budgets. I am paid bi-weekly and I budget every single paycheck that I do receive so that I can be successful. Besties, I'm also sharing what I do for a living because I don't think that I've shared that before. So I want to let you guys in on the tea. But if that is something that you are here for, then just go ahead and keep on watching. If this is your very first time clicking on one of my videos, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel we talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. I am going through my journey, honey. I am starting fresh again, I guess you can say, and I'm kind of moving through the beginning stages of budgeting. I first had to pay off past due bills and just get into the habit of budgeting again. I've conquered that, yes honey, and now we are moving into the debt payment portion, but all while I am budgeting and making those things happen. So if that is something that you are interested in, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and become a bestie. I promise you, you won't regret it. If you are a returning bestie to the channel, hey girl, hey, let them know in the chat that we growing and glowing over here, honey. All right, that's enough. We're gonna get right into it because we have a lot to go through. This is gonna be a pretty busy budget and I just want to get started. I don't want the video to be super long, but I am going to be kind of explaining in detail how I do these budgets, because I know a lot of people come on because they're interested in looking for tips and tricks, and you know, normally people are beginning, sometimes we're not beginning, but we're looking for other ways, life changes, etc. So I complete my budget the day before I am actually paid. And that is when I can see my actual paycheck in my portal at my job. I am paid salary. However, I still want to look at my paycheck. I want to look at what was taken out. I want to make sure everything is as it should be. No mistakes have happened or anything. So I like to budget after I see my paycheck. I budget my paycheck before I actually receive the money in the bank. The reason for that is because sometimes when you get your money, you just start doing things. You start paying your bills, you start, going to go get gas, going to the grocery store and taking care of the things that you need to do. And that is when I find that our money really runs away from us, that it's important that we already have a plan for it before we spend a dime. So even if you want to wait until it gets into your account and then you budget, I just really recommend budgeting your money before you start to spend it. And that's how I do it. I also have a total of 2 bank accounts that I work out of, and today I'm going to be adding a 3rd bank account. I work out of my mortgage account, which is just a checking account. I work out of my bill account. That's where I pay all of my bills. And the account that I'm adding today is a spending account. And I'll talk about why I'm adding that account. And yeah, those are the 3 accounts that I need right now that I work out of. I do have other accounts, but those are not like working accounts, like meaning I have savings account or whatnot. So I hope that was helpful. And as far as my mortgage is concerned, I only have my mortgage being automatically deposited into that account. Half of my mortgage is deposited into that account every single paycheck. So then I just pay my mortgage out of that check. I separate my mortgage because that's a pretty important bill and I don't want it wrapped up in any other money. Okay, so this is my overall calendar that I have here. I do have a dedicated video where I am showing everything that I use while I budget, and I also have the links as well. The video is called What's in My Budget Binder, everything that I use for my monthly budgets. So I'll have that linked for you to click on, and that way you'll be able to watch everything. You'll be able to also see, have the links attached as well. But this pen that I'm using is the Pilot G207 pen. So this is my overall calendar, which has all of my bills, and it doesn't really have my expenses. It just has some expenses or events that I don't want to miss. So for example, birthdays, I put them here, and I have just like notes here for things that I don't want to forget. Okay, so the way that let me just remove this so you guys can see. So the way that I pay my bills is anytime that you see a money sticker here, all of the bills within that 2-week period, I am paying that with that paycheck. So here on the 18th, I am paying all of these bills here up until the 1st, because I get paid again on the 1st. I'm gonna be paying all of these bills right here. Okay, so this is just an overview. It has the amount of the bill. So I am going to be using the Paycheck budget tracker here, and I'm just gonna put the amount, or I'm gonna put the paycheck date, which is the 18th. And then here I'm gonna put my inflow amount. So this is everything that I have in my bill account. It's not all of the money that I have, but it's all of the money that I have in my bill account. And what I am going to be transferring over, so here I'm just gonna put bill account. And I'm going to be working with $3,020.20. And so that's total what I'm going to be working with. Look at that. For the besties that have been here, honey, you see that? You see that? Oh, okay. Reel it in, reel it in. So this is what we're working with in the bill account. And this includes rollover amount, which is the bill account buffer. And it also includes some money from my paycheck. The other money from my paycheck is going directly to my mortgage. Just to kind of let you guys know what I do for a living. I don't know if I know I don't talk about it ever. I am a manager and I manage a team of, I believe, about 16 employees, and I work in a call center. And I just manage different associates, well, the same associates, but I manage them and I coach them. I've been in leadership for about 10 plus, like 14 years I've been in leadership, and I really like it. I do plan on going back to school so that I can further my career and my education. That is what I do for a living. And then for the fixed expenses here in this area, this is where I have my bills, okay? Or I only budget for my bills in this section here. And the very first thing that I note here are my tithes. And my tithes was actually taken out of this as well. This does not include my tithes, and this I give them on the 18th. And then I have my mortgage. I put it here just because it helps me to remember that this is important, and as an encouragement to others that you can still give your tithes and be successful with money. So the way that works, as soon as I am paid, I give my tithes, and then I pay my bills, and then I take out my variable expenses and cash, and then I give to my sinking funds, extra debt, and savings. Okay, well, savings and then extra debt. So what we have here on the list of things to pay is car insurance. So for my car insurance, it is due on the 20th, and it is a total of $109. I'm just gonna write all of my bills down, and then I'm gonna come back and then talk about them. All right, you guys, so this is everything that I have to pay for the second paycheck. So car insurance, this is actually an auto pay. So this comes automatically out of my account. This is car insurance coupled with my home insurance, and I pay $109. And then I have my Macy's bill, which is $73.50. This is a debt. And I'm just gonna start putting my debts in red, just so that I can really see how much debt I have or how much I'm paying out to debt every single month. Amazon Prime, this is also an auto pay. So this will be coming out automatically, $16.15. Then I have my Chase credit card, $95.27. It's another debt. And then 24-hour fitness is $31.99. This is another auto pay. So for Hulu, this is an auto pay, and I pay $14.99 for Hulu. I'm always watching Hulu, let me tell you. I'm watching Stars right now. I think Stars is old, but y'all, that show is good. I've been binge watching it for like the last week. It's really good, and I heard that they canceled it, and I'm like, bring it back. This is a good little show. So if you haven't caught that, I definitely encourage you to check that out if you have Hulu. And I don't know where else it airs at, but it's a really good show. It's called Stars. So then solar is $125.07. This is a utility bill. SoCal Gas is another utility, $24.28. I love this gas bill, honey. You can see I burns no gas. Like the heater and stuff like that. So of course in the winter time, this, you know, they just swap. In the winter time, this one gets higher, this one gets lower. You can never win. Court, $75. Netflix, this is also an auto pay. This is, oops, sorry, this is an auto pay. And then this is an auto pay for $15.49. Now I did have down here trash, but I'm not gonna put it here because I have been saving for my trash as a sinking fund. So if I put it here, it'll be like it's coming out of that amount, but it's really not. So I decided to white it out, and I'm just gonna put it over here in the sinking funds area. My Apple credit card, I actually paid that early. So it's not due during this pay period because I paid it on the last one. So I'm gonna go ahead and calculate how much money I am paying in bills for this actual paycheck. All right, so we got $580.74. I also want to calculate how much I'm paying in debt as a note to self.
So out of this 568,
I'm sorry, out of this $580.74, I'm paying $178.77 to debt. I don't like it. So I am left with $2,439.46. For a variable, first I start off with groceries. And groceries, I'm only gonna budget $100. I'm gonna complete the rest of it and then I'll come back and talk about it. So let's go ahead and talk about the expenses that I have for this paycheck. So groceries, I'm only gonna take out $100 for groceries. I actually bought a lot of meat during my last pay period. And let me just say, besties, you guys are the real ones. In my last video, I think I told you guys, I was like, yeah, I think sometimes I have to eat out because I have to record. And you guys was like, bestie, don't play with us. You better get you a crock pot meal, or you better stick something in the oven, like one of those, you know, casseroles or something. And so a lot of people were giving me suggestions, and I want to thank you guys for those because I totally forgot. You know why? Because I don't have a crock pot. I'm probably the only person in America that doesn't have a crock pot. You guys kind of reeled me back in. So I was like, yeah, the besties are right, you know? So I'm definitely going to do that. So I'm only gonna take out $100 for that. And then I might share with you guys actually what I got. All right, household, $45. Toiletries, $35. Household, I went ham and really overspent. I probably don't need any money for household, but I just want to be able to, you know, have it if I need it. Somebody did suggest that I have a sinking fund for household, and I thought that was a really great idea. So by the time I go and get the money, I might just add this to the sinking fund. I'm not sure, but that was a good idea. Toiletries, $35. Hair, I will be getting my hair braided finally. It's $250 for my braids, which is actually cheap. My daughter's birthday is coming up. What she wants will probably cost me less than $100, so I'll get that taken care of for her. My niece's birthday is coming up, and I forgot to order her gift. Hopefully I can find one in the stores, but $50 for her, and then gas is $120. So let me go ahead and calculate this up and see where we are. It's 173946. This is the sinking funds. So left over is 173946. So here I do have a list of sinking funds that I am contributing to. And so I am going to write these down and then come back and talk about them. All right, you guys, so let's talk about these sinking funds. So the sinking funds that we save for as budgeters is we look at future expenses that we can save for over time. That future expense may not be due. It may be like an annual bill that's due, or quarterly bill that's due, or biannually bill that's due, and we save a little bit per paycheck so that when that bill is due, we don't have to take that full amount out of our paychecks. It makes paying bills a heck of a lot easier. So if you haven't tried that, I definitely suggest that you do. I am starting very small. This list will grow. I will tell you, this will grow tremendously as I get rid of debt, because there's a lot of other things that I really want to save for. But right now I'm sacrificing that while I'm paying off debt and saving money. And it's also good to do it with your bills as well. So I actually, and just saying that, it made me remember to add here my HOA, because I don't have that on there. So my HOA, and I'm just gonna put it over here as a sinking fund right now. I'm glad I talked that through because I forgot about it. The HOA, I'm saving $133 per check. So that when I pay my HOA, which is $260 a month, I'm not taking that full $260 out of a check. I'd rather take $133 out every single check than to take the full amount. That's just my preference. It seems to work. This is my giveaway envelope, so I have to give back to the besties because the besties give to me. And it's $10 that I am going to be contributing. So once we hit 30K, then I'm going to have a giveaway with everything that's in the giveaway envelope. And then my card tags are due in September, and so I'm saving $27 per paycheck. My trash bill is due on the 30th of this month, and it is a total of $108.45. So I started saving $37 per paycheck. I started saving on the July 1st paycheck. So you can see here how it kind of works. So I'm just saving this amount per paycheck. So by the time that bill is due, I will already have that money available. That's why I didn't want to take it and pay it here, or take it out of here, the bills and expenses. Nail shop, $50. And then HOA, kind of talked about that, $133. And I'm gonna need to change the amounts here. It's actually 1472 46. Here with the leftover, it's gonna be 1, 4, 7, 2, 46. So the leftover for the extra debt, I'm saving $30. I believe so. Yeah, I'm saving $30, and this is gonna go towards my debt. And I do know what card I'm gonna pay off first. So this extra amount is my minimum payment for my lowest credit card. And my debt payments will be on the end of every single month. So this goes into my debt envelope. I'm going to take that money out. I'm going to deposit it into the bank, and then I am going to make that extra debt payment. Left over is 144246. So saving, if I'm paying debt, I'm also saving money. And this is for my emergency fund. I'm trying to get to $1,000. I don't know where I am right now, but I'm trying to get to $1,000 to have that saved. So I am going to be putting, let's put $100 in savings. That's a big amount. I haven't been able to save that much in a while. So from my paycheck, 134246. So what I did forget, which I just remembered right now, is my new envelope with, well, not my new envelope, my new checking account that I'm gonna be using for spending. Whenever I go over budget for any category, before I was just taking it out of my bill account. I was taking it out of my buffer that I have for my bill account. But my bill account buffer should only be for bills that I'm going over on, not for expenses. And so I kind of had like an epiphany during this pay period, and I was like, oh, no. Because in my mind, what I'm seeing is, oh, I got an extra $1342.46 to spend. And that's not true. I don't have that to spend. But if I don't remove it and give myself an actual account to go from, then I'm just gonna be spending out of that account. So I can't do that, and that's not gonna work. Now, the way that cash envelopes work, when you use the money out of those envelopes, when the money is gone, it's gone, and you know, move on. And that's normally how I manage my money. However, like for example, the last pay period, I really needed those items that I needed. I mean, did I need them? No, but like I really needed extra stuff to clean my house. Like I was out of everything because I had been using everything that I had. And so I just really needed what I needed. So I do want to give myself an expense account buffer that has nothing to do with my bills. So in my, I don't know what I'll call this, my spending account, I'm just gonna call it spending, but it's not that, but it might end up being that though, right? This is the money that I can freely spend without being, you know. Now this will still count against my no spend challenge, right? So I'm still not supposed to be spending. So I hope I'm making sense. Here I'm gonna start with $50. And I probably should not have put that there because it's gonna make me calculate everything all over again, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wipe this out, even though it is an expense. It's a new expense. I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna add it here. Let me add it back, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna add it back. $50, but I'm gonna put a note here that the calculation is done from the leftover. And I don't know what that means. So it's 1292. This I am gonna white out. So this is the reason why you need a good old whiteout, because this will happen on your budgets and it's okay. So it's gonna be 129246. So this is actually going to be the buffer. All right, you guys, I hope that made sense. I am definitely still on the no spend. I have been spending. I haven't been as good as I was, and I also need to update this because y'all, work has just been super duper busy. But I did want to go over this with you guys, and we're here. So I have a lot of squares to complete, and we have about 2 more weeks to go. I am excited to announce that there will be now a second winner on the drawing. So at first it was 1 person, now it's gonna be 2. Yay, exciting! So if you have not joined the no spend challenge, I really encourage that you join it. I do have a video specifically talking about the no spend challenge, how to set it up, how to be successful, and I'm gonna have that linked. But I definitely encourage that you join. You have a chance of winning $50, so you'll win your money back plus an additional $30. So definitely, and that is when you purchase the no spend workbook, you automatically are entered into this drawing. So don't miss out. And for the no spend, I know a lot of people was telling me that they were gonna join in September because August was back to school month and it was definitely hectic. So I will encourage you to join. Just know that you can make your no spend month work for you. I'm telling you, like, anybody can make it work for you if you want to be organized and if you really want to win with your money. So this is my bi-weekly paycheck. I hope that I explained that in good detail. So if you do have any questions, please let me know. I do have a playlist, which is budgeting for beginners. And it has all of my videos where I am really starting from ground zero. But I have a lot of videos there. It's a playlist where you will be able to see when I was budgeting and I didn't have any money left, when I was budgeting and I budgeted in the red, when I was closing my budgets and it didn't match, when I finally was breaking and making headway. So all of those videos are there in that playlist. I really encourage that you watch them and check them out. Because they're really helpful per the comments. That's what the bestie said. So it has been a pleasure chatting with you guys, and if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. The next video that will be coming up will be the cash envelope stuffing video, and I will be sharing how to start as a beginner, especially when you have past due bills. Okay, all right guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. I hope that you all go and be great. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.